Don't care what you said of me, I'ma bite your feelings out.
Hey everyone, thank you so much for stopping by today's video. Today I have my transition to fall makeup tutorial. I didn't want to go full on vamp glam for you guys, but I might have to in my next tutorial because I am so obsessed with fall. But I hope you guys enjoy it anyway. And yeah, if you guys want to see how I got this look, then please just keep on watching. So the first thing I'm going to do is take my Too Faced Shadow Insurance eyeshadow primer as well as my NYX Jumbo eyeshadow pencil in Milk and put that on my eyes, and then I'm going to set it using the shade Basic from the Violet Voss and Laura Lee eyeshadow palette, and this is just going to make my eyeshadow so much easier to blend. And then I'm going to take this transition color called Britches on this Wet n Wild crease blending brush, and I'm going to blend that into my transition and crease area. So I just kept blending that color until I got it built up to the intensity that I wanted, and this is just going to start us out with this look. So the next color I took was Fried, and this is a very unique color. It's like a mustard brown baby poop kind of color, and I used that on my Coastal Scents blending brush, and I put that in my outer V and my crease as well as packed it onto my lid. This is pretty much just going to be like the star of the eyeshadow look. So it's a very unique color, but it's very soft and it's very warm and it's very fall appropriate. So then I took the shade Bubs and I took it on a more domed crease brush, and I put this in my outer V and I swept it into my crease, and then I'm going to make sure to blend that color out so it's not super duper harsh. And there I am, just blending that out with that same Wet n Wild crease brush. And then I'm going to take my Marc Jacobs eyeliner, and this is just in black. And I'm putting that in my waterline and a little bit onto my lower lashes. And then for my top lash line, I'm using my Stila Stay All Day liquid eyeliner in black. And I didn't show you guys my wing on camera, but I did do a winged eyeliner. I'm just showing you guys how I put my eyeliner on my top lash line. So then I'm taking my Smashbox X-Rated mascara and my Vegas Nay Allure Grand Glamour eyelashes, and I did put those on off camera, but while my glue was drying, I did decide to highlight my brow bone, and I used that same basic shade that I used to set my entire eyelid, and then I just blended it out with a blending brush, and I'm putting on my false eyelashes now. So for the face, I'm using my Benefit Professional Matte Rescue Mattifying Gel all over my face as per usual. And then I'm going to take my Smashbox Pore Minimizing Face Primer, and I'm going to put that in the areas where I get super oily and where I have large pores and need to get rid of them. For foundation today, I'm going to be using my Too Faced Born This Way foundation in the shade Mahogany. I haven't used this foundation in a really long time, but I'm starting to really like it. And I'm just dotting that all over my face. And then I'm going to blend it out using my Artis brush dupes that I got from Amazon. It was like a pack of 10 of them, I believe, for like $12 or $13. So I will leave those brushes linked down below in case you haven't seen me use them in any of my other tutorials. And then I'm going to highlight using my Colourpop sculpting stick in the shade Castle, and I'm just using that under my eyes and in all the places where I want to highlight, yada yada yada. You guys know the drill. I'm going to blend it out using a Beauty Blender sponge. And then I'm going to set it using this banana shade from the Tarteist and Makeup Shayla contour palette. And I love this palette. It smells like chocolate, surprisingly. I don't know how they did it, but it smells like chocolate, like the Too Faced chocolate bar palettes, and I'm obsessed. So to go ahead and contour, I'm going to use another one of those Colourpop sculpting sticks. This one is in the shade Typo. And of course, I'm putting that on my cheeks, my jawline, my forehead, my nose. And then I'm going to blend that out with the same Beauty Blender. So then I'm going to set that cream contour, and I'm using my e.l.f. contouring blush and bronzing duo in Turks and Caicos. I've missed using this one. I love it so much. And I'm just using an e.l.f. angled contour brush to go ahead and chisel out my features. And then I didn't show the product, but I'm using my Sephora Micro Bake Smooth powder foundation to set my entire face with this Morphe E1 brush. And then for blush, of course, I'm using my absolute favorite blush. This is like a terracotta color blush from my Coastal Scents Blush 2 palette. Y'all already know. If you watch my videos, I use this blush like damn near every single video. And for highlight, I wanted a very subtle highlight. Today, I didn't want anything too extreme, so I'm taking the bronzy color highlight from the Tarte and Makeup Shayla contour palette, and I'm applying that using this Morphe fan brush. And I'm just applying that to all the places I will highlight. But as you guys can see, it gives a really subtle highlight, nothing too strong and in your face. And then I'm just finishing up the eye look. I'm going on my lower lash line with that color Fried and a blending brush. And then I'm also going to smoke out the lower lash line a little bit more using this Morphe flat liner brush. And then I'm going to take the shade Hissy Fit, which is the only shimmery eyeshadow I've used in this look. And I'm going to use that as my inner corner highlight. For my lower lashes, I use the Urban Decay Perversion Mascara. And then I'm taking my NYX lip liner in the shade Espresso, and I am outlining my lips with that. And then I'm going to take Colored Rain's, what is it? How did I forget the name that quick? I'm having a brain fart, you guys. But this is Colored Rain Truffle. There it is. And it's just a brown liquid lipstick. And then, of course, I set everything in place with my Urban Decay All Nighter makeup setting spray. And there you go. This is my transition to fall makeup tutorial. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. It was really simple, but still glam at the same time. Let me know what you guys want to see next for my next fall makeup tutorial. If you want something super duper vampy, or if you want like a pumpkin spice latte type of look, just let me know in the comments. Give this video a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And I will see you all in my next video. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.